deployment. Eddie Gossage over here was offering a free VIP race day experience for two that included Victory Lane Club Suite tickets to the AAA Texas 500, garage passes, pre-race concert passes to see country artist Jake Owen, VIP Sprint Cup drivers meeting passes, and some Speedway merchandise. And what were the odds of finding a race fan from virtually an uninhabited ice-covered landmass that is southernmost continent and home to the South Pole? Well, no limits is the theme here of Texas Motor Speedway. And, Eddie, there are no limits to where we will go to find fans here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Oh, there's clearly no limits to everything we do here. So good morning, and hope you have a great time here at the race. But we were trying to hit for the cycle. When we started looking at this, truthfully, we were talking about what states do people come from? We know they come from all 50, but, you know, what's the biggest, what's second biggest, et cetera, et cetera. And as we got to looking at that kind of information, we realized in the last 5 years, people have come from 41 different countries or provinces around the world. And then it hit us that 6 of the 7 continents are represented there. So, you know, we don't like to not, you know, have everything covered. So we began a search for anyone that's attends races, has been attending races here from the 7th continent, Antarctica. And so there are no permanent residents in Antarctica. There are temporary residents there for scientific expeditions and things of that nature. And we discovered that the company that does most of that is owned by Lockheed Martin, or owns Lockheed Martin, which one or the other. And Lockheed Martin is in Fort Worth. So we went to work and without a whole lot of effort, found 3 folks that are here this weekend for the AAA Texas 500, and they've been working in Antarctica, and so all 7 continents are represented. So that's something we're real proud of. That tells you an amazing story about NASCAR, tells you an amazing story about the popularity of Texas Motor Speedway. And when we say they come from the 4 corners of the earth for our races here, we literally mean the 4 corners of the earth. So that's the story.
All right, well, let's bring up our special guest from Antarctica. First, Jeff Fry of Flower Mound, Texas, was assigned to the Naval Support Force Antarctica's Operation Deep Freeze on 3 separate deployments from 82 to 85. He was assigned to McMurdo Station the first half of his initial deployment, and William Field for the second to manage flight operations. For his second visit, he was selected to replace the lone air traffic controller stationed at the South Pole and assumed those responsibilities at William Field. His final trip was a return to William Field, where he and a group of others relieved the 20 people wintered over at the South Pole and handled flight operations. So here is Jeff Fry. Our next one is Dr. Kimberly Tyree of Clemens, North Carolina. She lived in Antarctica from December of 99 to February of 2000, the majority of the time at McMurdo Station as well, spending 24 days camping in a tent at Elephant Moraine. Her team from Carnegie Mellon University's Robotics Institute ran tests to prove that the Nomad robot could autonomously locate and identify meteorites on the ice. Her primary role was developing and running the software for the robot's path planning. After Antarctica, Dr. Tyree moved to Houston to work at NASA's Johnson Space Center. And our last one is Glenn Schoen of Hermansville, Michigan. He worked for the Scientific Research Corporation as an electronics technician servicing weather equipment at multiple remote sites for 11 summer seasons from 2000 to 11. He also maintained navigational aids and communications for McMurdo Station and the South Pole. He spent approximately 60 months on what he calls ice time and has 11 certificates for his South Pole ventures. Welcome all of you to Texas Motor Speedway. As we now hit the cycle for continents, and Eddie, I believe you have some VIP packages to hand out to our guests.
Yes, we do, for each, and I don't think you know all about all of this. We've got 2 Victory Lane Club Suite tickets for you, so you'll be watching from up in our club seats, 2 garage passes, so you can go see the cars up close, get autographs, etc. VIP passes to the drivers' meeting here in just a little bit, so you're going to when I say VIP, you'll be amongst the drivers and whatnot at the drivers' meeting. VIP passes for the Jake Owen pre-race concert out here in just a little while. I think you're going to be on stage sitting up there. We've got TMS ball caps, TMS winter pullover, and most importantly, things like, you know, this to wear when you're there. And our season ticket holders this year are getting a free stainless steel tumbler, and that's to keep drinks cold and whatnot. But they're also proven down to minus 26, so it'll keep your coffee warm or what have you. Now, I know it gets colder than minus 26, and there's nothing we can help you with there. We're screwed. So anyhow, there you go, and we're excited to have you guys here. All but let's see, you live here, right? And you guys flew in for the races this weekend, so we're really thrilled to have all of you. So hope you have fun here this weekend, and you're going to have a little more fun than the normal person will have with these passes and all that good stuff. So enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Ask questions of each of you real quick here. Jeff, first with you. I'm sure this is what everybody wants to know. How cold is it at the South Pole?
It's very cold. Couldn't open pole station until it was 80 below or warmer. For fuel purposes, the temperature had to be such for the aircraft. Probably never got any warmer than about 20 below that pole.
Kimberly, what is it that possesses people to say, this is what I'm going to do? I'm going to go live, at least temporarily, at the South Pole, and that's where I'm going to work.
Well, it's a great adventure, and with the project I was working on, we just wanted to prove the concept that a robot could help humans down there, and that's we're always trying to find ways to improve the world, and with robotics, that's mostly what I've done with my career with NASA too, and just like with NASCAR, you do these races and try to produce technology that's going to come down to the everyday driver, and that's the same thing with researchers. We try to learn more and more that's going to come down to everyone to improve their lives.
Now, Glenn, obviously, you worked there, 11 summer seasons. It's not all work. What kind of recreation can you have when you're in Antarctica?
Well, they have facilities set up. There's a full-size gym. There's also an aerobics gym and a weights gym. We always have theme parties. Halloween's always big. Christmas is always big.
Did you make snowmen?
Snowmen. They do ice sculptures every year at the South Pole.
You should have done a Tony Stewart bobblehead and sculpted them out. So
that would have been good.
Yeah.
Everything done inside? Do you spend much time outside doing anything?
No, there's a lot of things outside. There's some hiking trails around McMurdo. I worked on weather equipment, so I was always going out in the field somewhere.
Do we have any questions here from our media? Wolfgang?
Yeah, a question to Jeff Fry, Wolfgang Monzer from German Transport Agency. You said it's very cold, deep temperatures. How can you protect yourself against the deep temperatures? And how is energy supplied? Warm water, electricity, light, etc.?
We actually spent more time trying to cool off than stay warm. They equipped us very well with the warm weather gear that we wore. We didn't spend a lot of time outside. At the pole, we had a couple of events that we did. We had an around-the-world race on New Year's Day that we would race around the ceremonial pole. And I actually took some golf clubs and golf balls and had a little golf match down there. So, but as far as we made our own water. Everything's done with fuel, diesel fuel that's brought out in bladders to the pole. And so there's a generator that makes the electricity, and that's how we make our water.
If you're playing golf, are there greens?
There's no greens.
Putting is very quick, though, right?
But long drive is really easy.
Questions? Anybody else? Another one from Wolfgang?
Wolfgang is full of questions today.
Always has a full question.
Yeah, one question for you, Eddie. Well, according to the media release, you have nearly now race fans from all over the world. Does that mean in the future, any kind of races here at Texas Motor Speedway, you promote the race internationally everywhere in the world?
Well, we're going to announce later today that Formula One will be coming to Texas Motor Speedway in 2019, and first oval race on their schedule in history. It'll be an amazing event. So Brant just kind of looks at me and then looks back at his computer and just keeps going. Yeah, he's playing solitaire over there. But anyway, our events They're already international. This event today, we take it for granted. This event today, I think, is televised in 64 different countries or provinces, and I may be off by a few. I may have an old number, but it's 60 some odd countries or provinces. You know, these events, as illustrated by this attendance here through the years, people all over the world know about it. They read your stuff, Wolfgang, over there, and trying to help you there, Wolfgang. Read your stuff over there. We can't read your stuff here. We don't know what you're saying. We don't know that you're any good. I mean, you may be the worst writer ever, but we don't know because we can't.
The option is that you learn German.
No, I'm not going to learn German. I'm not going to learn. I'm in America, and I'm not going to make the effort. But anyway, so we're going to assume that you're good, Wolfgang, and all I do is scan your articles anyway to see if I can find the words Texas Motor Speedway and Eddie Gossage, amongst a bunch of other syllables, mostly consonants. Very few. You guys don't have a lot of vowels in your words. So anyhow, something to work on. You know, we want everybody to come here, and it really is gratifying to us to find out that people come from all around the globe for races here, and that's what these races, not just Texas Motor Speedway, you know, I think every NASCAR Sprint Cup track has a story like this they can tell, and these things are huge. They should be treated like Super Bowls. They should be treated like World Cup by the local tourism officials, the local metropolitan areas, and that kind of thing, and they deserve the support that they put out for those kind of events. I don't think any or many enjoy that kind of support, and that's something that I think the local communities, and I'm not just talking about here, I'm talking about on the entire schedule, really need to work on, because it's taken for granted that people are here from all over the world. Today, I know that 50 states have bought tickets, and I can't tell you how many foreign countries. In April, it was 15 foreign countries, so or 15 other countries, I should say. So Germany, that was foreign because we don't understand the language, but we don't. I'm sorry.
But you have a lot of Germans in America.
Well, we're working and trying to convert them over to hamburgers and things like that. And you ever had Wiener Schnitzel?
Well, that's Austrian, sorry.
Well, sorry. It's all the same, Wolfgang. Austria, Germany, it's the same. So,
By the way,
I'm
Eddie,
what you call an ugly American.
I think for the first time you undershot on a number. 185 countries the race is to be shown in today.
Where did I get that number? Then?
I don't know. You don't usually undershoot on numbers.
Yeah, 483 different countries will be televising the race today. And
Mark, did you have a question? I thought you raised your hand. Yeah.
I'm sorry, did I talk too long, Mark? We don't understand your stuff either. What country are you from, Mark?
America.
Well, that says a lot. We don't understand your stuff.
That's it. Mark Arrow, PRN. I'm just curious, and I apologize for the woman here forgetting your name. Kimberly. I live near Clemens, North Carolina, so that was instant
Let me correct that, Doctor. Kimberly Tyree.
Anything about this technology, about race cars themselves? Because obviously you're into, technology. Any of this kind of pique your interest?
Well, one thing I noticed yesterday, I was walking around the garage area and during the practice time, and all the cars kept coming by and everything, and I didn't smell anything other than tires, but I just noticed, if you're on a highway or by the side of the road, you always get the gas smell and everything, and I really appreciated that we didn't have that smell in the garage area.
Interesting.
Well, Jeff, Dr. Tyree, Glenn, welcome to Texas Motor Speedway. Hope you enjoy some great Texas hospitality today, and thank you for helping us hit the continent cycle by bringing folks from Antarctica here to the AAA Texas 500.
And I think we need to thank Mike Zizzo for playing the bear here. So we finally found something he can do. And
Wait.
oh, there you are. Sorry, I thought thought you were the bear. That's what they told me. So I was like, well, finally, earns his keep. But anyway,
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Eddie.
thanks, Rich.